Oh man, I can't believe it. We're here. It's episode number 4. Time once again for the Himmelgod Has Spoken. I know y'all missed me from last week not having an episode. I'm very sorry for not having that, but we're here now. We are live right now on Twitch. For those of you guys on YouTube who will be watching this later on, thank you guys for being here, checking out episode number 4. It's going to be an action-packed episode tonight. Telling you, man, it's gonna be crazy. And I might as well throw it out there right now. Spoiler warning. I am putting out the spoiler warning right now because we will be talking Avengers Infinity War right here on the show. Full on spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, I urge you go watch the movie first before you watch this, because we're gonna get all spoilery in this show. But of course, that's later on. I am Brian Himmelfarb, aka the Himmelgod. Welcome once again to the Himmelgod Has Spoken. We are at episode number 4. I'm happy to be here. Happy for everyone in the chat hanging out. Let's give a shout out real quick to Broken Hardy's GOAT. Greatest of all time, I take it would be. And of course, the one and only Billy Ricky is already here. Everyone else is going to start popping in later on. Or, of course, to all you guys in YouTube, shout out to you guys coming in here. So, we got an action-packed show. I got some Dragon Ball we're going to play tonight. Billy Ricky's already talking about shark cards. I don't really buy shark cards. I'll be honest, I have not bought any shark cards. But, great question. I haven't done that. But they did give me free money when I bought the game. I think they gave me like 500,000. Or I think it was $1 million. It was somewhere around those two. But I know I just probably went off the rail there for a second. But shout out to everybody watching. Those of you guys watching on YouTube, go ahead and leave a like. Greatly appreciate it. And throw some comments about what you guys might want to see, or some games that maybe you guys want to see me play on Twitch. So I want to know. Broken Hardy's GOAT already saying, I ain't going to see it. I just want to know some spoilers on Infinity War. That is coming up later in the show, so get ready for that. Big show for tonight. We'll be talking about the Boy Scouts of America and how they've dropped boy off the Boy Scouts. Big thing about, women joining, and looks like they went all PC, and how they may have lost their balls. Really got to get into that. Also, as I said, Avengers Infinity War, and of course, how about those salty Xbox fanboys bitching and moaning right now about how they don't have a big franchise hit game on their Xbox consoles. We'll get into that, especially because they're crying about God of War and the upcoming Spider-Man game that's set to release this fall. Could E3 2018 be make or break for Microsoft this year? So, very interesting. We're going to get into all that. And as I said, plenty of Dragon Ball going on throughout the game. Let's go ahead and give some shout-outs right now to some of the people who I watch and who I think you guys should also give some support, show some love. Start out, of course, the one and only Joe Cronin. The Joe Cronin Show. Make sure you guys are following Joe Cronin at Real Cronin over there on the Twitter. Check him out. He's got multiple YouTube channels. Of course, Joe Cronin Show being the main channel. He also has Corrupted Podcast. And, of course, the JCS Gaming channel. I think it's like a Battle Royale type of channel. I forget the name of the channel right off the bat. Sorry, Joe. But if you follow him at Real Cronin on Twitter, he'll tell you where to go to check out all the shows. Daily wrestling content. If you're a big WWE fan, which I might talk a little WWE in this show. And watching the chat, you guys are nuts. But follow Joe at Real Cronin. Daily wrestling content. And, of course, monetize this on Friday nights. You get the live Raw and SmackDown reviews out of nowhere, which, by the way, celebrated 100 episodes. Congratulations to Joe Cronin, to Jake DeMarco. Okay, Fabe. I guess maybe we could throw JD in there. He was in the beginning, but he ain't there no more. Fuck the cat fucker. But anyway, Joe Cronin, make sure you guys show some love to Joe over there. 55,000 plus strong supporters over there, Joe Cronin Show. Hell, he's even got a few haters on the Twitter that seem to want to go after him. But I can tell you what, you ain't not going to stop the Joe Cronin hype train. Shout out, of course, to one and only Foulmouth Ken. Ken, of course, you can follow on Twitter at Ken Foulmouths, part of the Foulmouths Network. You can also find him on YouTube right now at FMN Nation. FMN Nation. FMN for life. Definitely right, Billy Ricky. Make sure you guys check him out. They got we had Foul Mouths live yesterday, which I tuned in. Great show. Seemed to have a lot of fart jokes, especially at the end. Still thought it was really funny with the old fartometer. So I really got into that. Good jokes there. Good times, and you can always find themselves with a few parody songs or two, or at least the TSS video. But definitely check out Foulmouth Ken at Ken Foulmouths over there on Twitter. Also, shout out to Justin Bailey, who you can find, of course, on Twitter at Justin Bailey IN. Check out the website, of course, jbshow.net. A lot of things going on for JB Radio, I'm pretty sure. Make sure you guys check out Justin Bailey. Send him some love over there. Shout out, of course, to the one and only Gatekeeper Drew, who has his shows on Saturday night called Derailed with the all-stars of the JCS Army and Foul Mountain Nation community, the big dogs, the big stars of the community, going in on a show, and it's Cinco de Mayo this Saturday, baby. Cinco de Mayo, you know what that means. Drunk hosts and butt dialing. I'm telling you now, it's going to happen right now. You might hear some things that the hosts may regret. Why not? It's Cinco de Mayo, baby. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys follow Drew at Gatekeeper5150. Of course, Derailed Gatekeeper on YouTube. Should be a blast this week. And of course, once again, let me shout out the one and only Billy Ricky. Billy Ricky, of course, with the Insomniac warm-up show on Saturday nights around 7 o'clock. You can find Billy on the Twitter at BillyRicky03. Make sure you check that out. He's also on Twitch, the Billy Ricky. He had a good GTA stream going on yesterday. And of course on YouTube, find him. Of course, Billy Ricky is Billy Ricky. Of course, Billy Ricky, I'm sure in the chat here on Twitch is just going to say, hey man, follow me up, follow me up. No, he's got to do it. And I appreciate Billy Ricky, who's here tonight hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. Speaking of some, I wanted to give a shout out to a new YouTube follower, new YouTube subscriber actually. Let's talk about the one and only DJ Forever Play, who, by the way, just subscribed over on YouTube. Thank you to DJ Forever Play for that follow. Of course, Broken Hardy's Goat, who just subscribed on Twitch in the last week. Thank you to Broken Hardy's Goat. There are so many people who have been subbing, who've been watching the God of War streams I've been doing, and so much stuff I really want to get into, and we'll talk a bit about that. By the way, guys, you can also follow me. I gave everybody else some love. I might as well give myself some love, right? You can follow me at highoctane_buzz. We are closing in on 1,000 followers over there on the Twitter. I greatly appreciate it. Of course, here on YouTube, it is simply Brian Himmelfarb. You can find me there. Shout out to Alpha Caliber. What's up? Alpha Excalibur's in the house tonight. Thank you for joining here. Nice of you to stop by, because it's going to get interesting. But yeah, you guys can find me on the YouTube, Brian Himmelfarb, and of course, right here on Twitch, _Himmelgod. A lot of Twitch content coming up, especially this weekend, because as y'all know, tomorrow, May the 4th, it's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you, and that means I'm doing some Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars streams coming up exclusively on Twitch. They will not be on YouTube. They're going to be on Twitch. Might even do one later tonight. Might play some Battlefront, so you guys might want to join in on that. I'm thinking about some games that I'm going to do during May the 4th, including a lot of Star Wars, of course. Lego Star Wars is an option. A Force Unleashed. Old school Battlefronts. How about Republic Commando, or even KOTOR? Knights of the Old Republic. I got that, 1 and 2. Or if you guys really want to torture me, y'all can pick Super Star Wars that I got on PlayStation 4. Because that'll be a episode of torture. Because, man, I'm having trouble with that game. It's a tough fucking game, man. You got to get past that freaking Jawa section on the freaking on the Sandcrawler before that game seems to lighten up just a tad. And I mean just a tad, because that game is fucking hard. But I'm not going to bitch and moan too much about that. But you guys are hanging out. I'm hanging out. We've been talking for a while. Might be time to go ahead and drop into some Dragon Ball first. And then when we come back from Dragon Ball, we'll start talking about our topics of the week. Some things I really want to get into. Some things that have been on my mind, especially with the WWE. Monetize this. there's a lot I want to get into and talk about. So, and of course, things about the Boy Scouts and the Avengers movie, we're going to get into that as well. So let's go ahead and... No, we're not going to arcade. It's over here on the other side. If you guys got a character you guys want me to play as, you want to pick my poison, you can do that. Is this it? No, that's practice. What freaking practice? I want to play against the computer. The local battle. You can tell it's been a while since I've been playing, so I think there's a way you could just play the computer. I walk around this little town. Hey, look at this spot. There's like nothing here. Nothing there. And that's just practice, so... I gotta remember there was a spot where I could just play. I think this is the world. That's for online. Let's see if I could do it here. In battle, yes, there we go. Time limit 300 seconds. Holy crap. Oh, what the hell? Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Alpha Excalibur in the house. Billy Ricky. Broken Heart, he's go. Alright, here we go. I'm not familiar with Dragon Ball Z that much either, so don't feel bad. I just really love this game. This game is just so freaking awesome. Let's see. Going to Gohan. Goku. Everyone usually is always Goku if they're playing online. I'll tell you what.
Alright,
let's play Gohan. Gotta be Gotenks. Gotenks I like. He's pretty funny. I like him. You know what? Let's do some androids. And this whole way, I'm gonna go random. There you go. That's who we're gonna go with. And we're gonna go random. Yeah, we'll just stay on random. Keep things moving as we go ahead and go through the episode tonight. And here we go, first match of the night. Let's have some fun, folks. What to expect now? This is going to be pretty crazy, so thank you for guys hanging out in the chat. By the way, there is a bit option in the chat now if you guys want to go ahead and donate. You don't have to, but you can here on Twitch. The little bit icon should be there in the chat. If you guys want to drop some bits tonight, you can.
You're fighting me now, Majin Buu.
Yeah. Look at that. Holy cow. Oh, damn. Damn, I just got owned right there. What the fuck? Oh my god. By the way, I like Gotenks in this game. Alright, I don't want to spam it. Oh, damn! Man, holy crap, dude. He is just whooping the shit out of me. Shit, I just lost Gotenks. Gotenks my favorite! No!
I'll stop you.
I ain't playing like crap.
What's the matter? Here goes! We'll let you take it from here.
Come on, Android. Alright, we got one character out of the way. Oh, damn.
No, you don't.
What? No problem.
Are you ready?
I really got to shout out Arc System Works. They did such a great job on this.
Down you go. Exterminating. Still ready. Try harder.
Are you ready?
You got this.
Come on. All right, there we go. 2 down, 2 down, 2 down.
Looks like I'm up. Here goes. Here goes. Try this one, Gohan.
Oh, no, he did not. Holy crap. Oh, no, I'm down to 1. This is not good. This is not good. Holy shit.
Are you ready? Wonder how you taste? Fun's not over. Show you.
Oh, no, you bitch.
Are you ready? Over here.
Oh, this is gonna keep close here.
Taste this. Are you ready? Wonder how you taste? Fun's not over. Show you. Are you ready? Wonder how you taste? You've gotta be kidding.
Oh, I get it right at the end. Holy crap, I get it at the end. And I get an achievement. Nice.
Your fault for challenging me.
Android 21, win!
I wonder what I should turn you into. Ah, the tyranny of choice.
I actually like this character in the game, Android 21, who's just been kind of introduced just for this game, and it's just really cool. Let's do one more match so before we get into the business of the day here. One more match. Let's see who we can get here. And I'll tell you what. Let's go random. But Billy Ricky wants Majin. So there's your wish. From the one and only Billy Ricky. Okay. Here we go. Random character, folks.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Ooh, Android 18 gets the pick.
Very well.
There you go. And we're going to go random for the teammate here.
It looks like I will have to.
Before create.
And, oh, in space. Here we go. This is the best part about the show. If you guys have a character that you want to see, put it in the chat. Let me know. And we'll go ahead and make it happen. We're going to have some fun, and right after this match, we'll start getting into the business of the day here on the show here. So let's go ahead and see if I could do a little bit better in this match than I did the first one, even though it was a win for me. This is for Billy Ricky.
The time has come to fight, even before I meet Goku.
And I just love your monotone voice.
Still ready.
Oh!
Exterminating.
That was nice. That was a good transition.
That's surprising.
Not good for Android 18 right now. Holy crap!
Here comes the pain. Take
I don't think I even hit him with that.
Let's go. It's over.
That's surprising.
That's too
Impressive.
Oh, come on, get him with it. Get him with it. Oh, there we go. The first one down. First one down.
I can handle you on my own.
What's up, Gina? Gina J in the house tonight.
Good enough. Right here. How cute.
Alright. That's the bad part about having the same character here.
Impressive. How cute.
Yeah, I just messed you up with that.
Not good enough. Impressive. Show me more.
Alright, I don't want to waste any more of my supers.
No, take your time.
Not good enough. Count it up. You gave it your best shot.
Not good for Android 18 right now either.
Try this.
I'm not done yet.
Not bad.
You look like you care about honing your nothing in this world.
Oh, I couldn't do anything. What the heck? Oh, I'm about to lose her. Yeah, alright, Android 18's out of there.
You'll be fighting me now.
I hate when I get a person with the same person.
Not good enough. Interesting. You gave it your best shot.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're down to 1 now. Let's go Tanks, let's go Tanks, I like go Tanks.
That's too bad. Interesting. I'll come to you.
Yeah, man, get. Oh! Uh-oh.
You gave it your best shot. Not bad. I'm not done yet. Impressive.
Finish him! So long, go Tanks. Cal, that was awesome. By the way, I want to also shout out Gina. Once again, Gina J. Thank you for the follow here on Twitch. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, by the way, to Gina J. Make sure you guys go ahead and send her a follow, by the way, on Twitch. She needed victory. 2 victories. I like it. That's the best way to go ahead and start the show compared to the practice I was doing before I started tonight, and it was bad. Let's just put it that way. A lot to get into tonight as the episode has just begun, and we're going to get into the first topic of the day here, and that I want to go ahead and talk about, and it's something that is close to me, something that concerns me as a person that, as a child, growing up throughout my years, I spent 7 years in the Boy Scouts of America. And I am proud to say that I am an Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America. I earned that by the time, in 1992, by the time my 18th birthday hit, and just right before I turned 18, that I earned Eagle Scout. And it's a big honor in scouting. It's a big thing for me. 7 years of my life meeting some great people, going camping every month and roughing it, basically, as we all like to call it, and taking part in so many great events like a national jamboree that I went to, and just the National Ordiero Conference that I was a part of. I've done a lot of things where we were number 1 in a dance team and number 3 on drums, so that was really cool. But I got to take part in so many great opportunities during the time that I've been in scouting. But the thing I really kind of breaks my heart, that the Boy Scouts went completely PC. Now, let me just state this for the record. I don't have a problem with women, with girls joining the Boy Scouts of America. I don't have a problem with it. I'm okay with it. There was a time when Boy Scouts had a problem getting members. I think it was a whole gay thing that they didn't want gay members, and then all of a sudden it was a big scandal, and all of a sudden no one was joining, and it was just really bad. But then they started having girls join, and people were making a big big deal out of it, and I said, maybe they just didn't want to sell those Thin Mint cookies that actually are pretty good. I got to admit, I like those Thin Mint cookies. But that's a story for another day. But the Boy Scouts have dropped boy from Boy Scouts. So I guess they're just going to be called Scouts of America. And honestly, in my opinion, that fucking sucks. Boy Scouts have been around since 1910. And you're telling me now, Girl Scouts, which came in 1912. But because girls are in the Boy Scouts, they want to go ahead and drop the whole Boy Scout name. And I'm saying, you know what? The Boy Scouts have just lost their balls. Literally, just lost their ball sack right there. You're going to go PC. Or some of us want to call social justice warrior in this whole thing. And I never expected the Boy Scouts to go ahead and do that. But they went and did it. And it makes me embarrassed these days to be a scout. Someone who's grown up through this all these years. To find out that, they're not sticking to their guns. Stick to their guns of who they are and how they were brought into the fray. As I said, I don't mind that girls are in it. I'm okay with that. It's not that big of a deal. However, to drop the boy from the name is, to me, is bullshit. It's something that I don't agree with. It's something that I don't think should go down. I don't think we need to separate barriers. You don't have to, when is it going to be to the point when boys want to join the Girl Scouts? Hell, if those boys want to go sell those Thin Mint cookies, go ahead. All right, they want to go ahead and do that. That's their business. But I don't think we're going to see boys joining the Girl Scouts. But girls want to join the Boy Scouts, that's fine. I'm cool with it. Back in the day, we had women in the Boy Scouts, and they were, I think, adult leaders, and that was fine. No one had a problem with it. But you know what I do have a problem with is the fact that when Girl Scouts are in, they better separate them from the boys, because I hate to hear little Jill go on a camp out for a weekend and come back and say, "Hi, Mommy, I'm pregnant." Not saying that's really going to happen, but dude, it would really be messed up. Maybe if they had a co-ed Scouts, obviously the Boy Scouts have gone a bit more co-ed, and I'm okay with that. But Boy Scouts, don't drop the fucking name. You've had it since 1910. Don't grow a pair of fucking balls. Don't drop the fucking name. You are what you are throughout all these years, and they built that reputation. To take that away is garbage, in my opinion. It's not conservative versus liberal and all that garbage, the shit that I don't care about. But don't drop something that's been a part of your institution for so long. You want to have girls in? That's great. I have no problem with it. I really don't. If a girl becomes an Eagle Scout, that's fine. I'm cool with it. I don't have a problem. But don't drop the boy from the name. So I guarantee you're not going to see boys joining the Girl Scouts. And what are they going to do? Drop girl from the name? It's the last thing I need to see some guy with a Girl Scout uniform come in and say, "Hey, I'm selling Thin Mint cookies." I don't want to fucking see that. But Boy Scouts, grow a fucking pair of balls. Don't make me embarrassed for the years that I put in to give me something like that. I really don't. Really, really don't. I'm not going to spend too much time on the whole Boy Scout thing. It's just, don't want to see this bullshit come at PC. Everything's going PC. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the whole social justice warrior thing, that people feel like everyone needs to be represented kind of thing. Star Wars, it's driving me nuts, because in Star Wars now, I think they said for Episode 9, they have 2 more roles coming in for strong female characters. What about the male characters? What, do we all got to be all male characters have to be a bunch of dumb shits? And the females are the ones that are going to be the smart ones? No offense, Gina, I love you. But I just don't want to go that route. Disney Channel is bad enough when they have all their shows, and you ever notice how all the guys are dumb and the females are the ones that are smart? What the fuck? You can tell there's an agenda there, and I don't want to see it in my Star Wars, and I definitely don't want to see it in my Scouts either. So please, Boy Scouts, grow a fucking pair of balls. I'm telling you right now. But to get into other things that kind of been disappointing me, things that have been on my mind lately. And I was hoping to have a show last week, and I didn't do a show last week. But there was one thing I wanted to get into. And this one kind of hurts a little bit, but I've been a fan of the WWE for so many years. Since I was a kid. Growing up with the Hulk Hogan's and Macho Man Randy Savage and all that stuff, even though I was more of a Macho Man fan than I was Hogan. But last week we had the Greatest Royal Rumble. Everybody still remember that event? You still remember the Greatest Royal Rumble? I don't think we can forget with Titus O'Neil slipping on his way to the ring. I mean, we'll never forget that. That was funny. But watching everything in the chat, Broken Hardy there, and of course Gina in the chat, sounding it out. Alpha Excalibur, Billy Ricky all hanging out. But WWE, I'm starting to really fall out of love with the product. And I am a WWE Network subscriber, but I have a feeling that that's going to be changing pretty soon. And the reason is because I'm just not excited about what I'm seeing. We got Backlash this weekend. We got the Backlash pay-per-view. And do you realize that I don't give a damn what's on that pay-per-view for this weekend? I really don't. I think, we're getting AJ Styles and Nakamura again for, the third time now? I'm sure Nakamura is going to get the belt this weekend. It would be about time. And what are we going to see? Roman Reigns run over Samoa Joe? Yeah, that's going to be fun. Samoa Joe just comes back in here. Just go ahead and eat a pin. Why do I have that feeling that's going to happen? You got Roman Reigns crying about how he should be the champion, that he beat Brock Lesnar. I don't care. I really don't, because I have this feeling that in the WWE, they keep pushing Roman through the roof, yet he's not got the belt after all this time, after all these years. There's Gina. Backlash is gonna blow talking dicks. I hope Joe gets a huge push. I like Samoa Joe. But the whole Roman Reigns thing with Brock Lesnar, why do I have this feeling that at Money in the Bank, which I think is the next time that Brock will be defending the belt, is going to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again. And I'm really going to get sick of it. I am going to be watching it this weekend. I will watch Backlash. But I'm kind of going in with this with an open mind. Hopefully they do something different and listen to the fans, but obviously they don't. But I still remember Vince McMahon back in 1998 saying that he doesn't want to insult the intelligence of the fans. And that was about the beginning of the Attitude Era. And all of a sudden, here we are, all these years later, and we're being reminded of how he's really letting the fans down. How he's insulting the intelligence of the fan. How about they mentioned how Brock Lesnar, I think I forget how many days his title reign now is. I know it's well over a year at this point. But that he's going to eclipse CM Punk's record for the longest world title reign. And last time I checked, he's holding the Fruit Loop belt. He's holding the Universal title. That's not the WWE Championship. That's being owned by AJ Styles right now. CM Punk held the WWE Championship for what? Was it over 434 days, I think it was? So how is it that Brock Lesnar is beating a record for a belt that CM Punk never wore? It doesn't make sense. To me, the Universal title just doesn't feel like a world title. So after a while, I might say, you know what? Go ahead and put that title on Roman Reigns. I'm not going to care. It's a Fruit Loop belt when I look at it. It's like a kid's toy. So, I mean, to me, it's garbage. Wrestling Regret had a video that I watched today with Vince McMahon and Hornswoggle. You guys remember that? That angle that originally was supposed to go to Mr. Kennedy because he was supposed to be the illegitimate son of Vince McMahon. Oh, God. It just surprises me how much they've insulted the audience for all these years. They throw Roman Reigns down our throat. They're trying to get rid of Rusev Day. You got a person saying on Twitter today, I think to JP Baker, about how the only reason Braun Strowman was over is because Roman Reigns got him over. What are you talking about? Braun Strowman did it himself. He got himself over from a guy that was with Adam Rose and the Rosebuds Dress Hot Dog, all right, to all of a sudden becoming who I feel is probably one of the best guys in the company right now. He's over like crazy. I mean, the Alexa Bliss thing helped him out even more, but now it's like I'm so sick of people saying Roman Reigns this, Roman Reigns that, Roman Reigns got this person. No, he didn't. Roman Reigns can't even get over. If Roman Reigns was a heel, he'd be way over. Why can't the WWE turn Roman heel? We got to plant more people in the audience. We got to plant people out there to go ahead and cheer for Roman like we saw before the Greatest Royal Rumble. We're going to see more of that again. I bet when they went to Saudi Arabia and they heard more than half the fans booing Roman Reigns, that says something. And that's Saudi Arabia. It's insane. I've had enough. I'm ready to cancel that subscription and not watch the WWE Network anymore. I have it till the end of the month so I can watch Backlash. And Gina, I understand you're going to review it, so make sure you guys check out Gina on YouTube. Gina, you might want to leave it in the chat where they can find you on YouTube. So make sure you go ahead and do that. So let people know where they find you so you can do your review. Of course, Joe Cronin's going to be doing his review with the gang. And as I said, I think it's going to be, first off, I think Backlash is going to be a terrible pay-per-view this weekend. I don't think anything is really going to, much is going to be accomplished other than the fact that I believe Shinsuke Nakamura should win the belt by now. I think that'll happen. Maybe. And I hope they don't squash Samoa Joe and feed him to Roman. Because I look at, most of the big guys that, Vince McMahon probably gets a hard-on for, and you look at most of the big guys like Big Cass or whatever. To me, even Roman Reigns, I'd be like, well, that's big guy personality number 6 or big guy personality number 8. Who cares? They want to drop Rusev Day. They want to drop all this stuff because, they naturally got over it. Yeah, good luck trying to stop Daniel Bryan. He should have the belt. There it is. Gina J, of course, has a show, Renegade Wrestling Review. Make sure you guys check that out. Of course, Joe Cronin, and of course, Cold Bone, the one and only JP Baker. I'll probably be with him when he does the review. So, but yeah, WWE, fix your shit, because if they don't, you're gonna see people starting to drop their network subscriptions. I'm ready to drop mine. Of course, this will be the 3rd time I've done it. I always keep coming back, but I can't see myself coming back at this point where I'm really being insulted of my intelligence on a product that I feel maybe has passed me by. That's kind of how I feel about it. And there's many other things I could probably say on it, but I'm not. I do miss the Attitude Era, I'll be honest with you. But, I mean, I don't want it to go back to Attitude Era. They could be PG if they want, but they need to find a better way to, when you look at your talent and these people are over, keep getting them over. Don't just pick your new John Cena or something like that to go ahead and put over. Start looking at the talent you have and look at guys like Rusev and start making Rusev happy, because I'd love to see what Rusev can do. Put a title on him. He deserves it. The crowd loves him. Shoot, man. Do something with him. Do something more with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'd love to see Sami Zayn win something. About time. Don't mess up Matt Hardy. WWE needs to start getting stuff right, because I think that the loss of viewership is hurting them, and in the end, network subscriptions is going to start hurting them as well. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, some things I'm really mad about. I know I went on a tangent on that, but that's how it is. We're going to play a couple more matches here, and when we come back from these matches, probably start getting into these salty Xbox One fanboys who are a little upset that they're not getting the games that they want on their system. I can understand, but we're going to get into that. Also want to talk about the state of Monetize This for tomorrow night, and how Bobbitt's going to have to put his belt on the line for a belt he doesn't have yet. Think about that for a second. He won 2 weeks ago. No belt. But he's got to put it on the line. We'll get into that. And of course, the big event here for tonight on the show, Avengers Infinity War. Spoilers abound, folks, because I am going to spoil the movie. I know no one else has done it yet. They're waiting for special times to do it, but I'm doing it tonight. I'm spoiling the movie because I want to talk about it. If you guys have anything in the chat that you want to talk about it, maybe have theories of what you think Avengers 4 is going to be, here's your chance tonight to go ahead and sound off on Avengers. Spoiler warning for anyone who has not seen the movie yet. That includes those of you guys who will be watching this on YouTube. But right now, let's go ahead and get back into more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then we'll be right back with the Salty Xbox fanboys. Get ready. Gina mentioning, that's your son. Oh boy. Yeah, don't worry. The Infinity War stuff's coming up in a little while. We're not doing it yet. That's going to be towards the end. Alright, let's begin a battle. And of course, I'm going to be player 1. We'll stay at the same. Alright, guys. How do you guys want me to do this? Should I do all random? Should we go all random for this? Should I pick people that I want to pick? Or what do you guys got? Let me know in the chat. Of course, you guys have the bits there. If you guys want to drop bits tonight, you can. That is available for you. Let's see. So if you guys got picks here, got to be Frieza coming up from Broken Hardy's GOAT. Okay, so let's go ahead and find them real quick. As I said, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball person here. Let me find it because you requested it. So you guys can see who's here. There you go. This is for Broken Hardy's GOAT right here.
My power level is
There you go.
530,000.
530,000. So here you go. Let's random it right here.
Ready to go.
Alright, we got Gohan. Oh boy, this should be interesting. Alright.
Select the music.
Alright, let's see how we do here.
The battle's about to start. Good luck.
Broken Hardy's GOAT made the choice. This is what I gotta live with. We'll have a couple matches and then we'll start getting into the whole God of War and talk monetize this. Thank you for everyone who is watching here live tonight. Of course, I'll shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Later on, all episodes of the Himmelgod Has Spoken do appear on YouTube after the live stream.
I made you a promise, remember? I said I'd make you wish for death.
I gotta tell you, I love this game. I know nothing about Dragon Ball, but what the heck, dude? I love this game.
It looks
Holy
like
crap.
I have to fight.
That's it? That's the best line you could come up with?
It's clear you have a death wish.
Oh!
That won't do. Well, you're... What? Keep at it.
We switch back into Gohan here. Dude, I am getting my ass handed to me on this one.
Here goes.
I knew if I messed with him enough time, he would do that. I am getting used to this game, so there's a lot I gotta learn with it, and it's in due time I'm gonna get pretty good at this.
Not done yet.
All right, first one down. First one down.
This could be interesting.
Oh.
Here goes.
Can't you do any? It's clear you have a death wish.
Come on.
I'll shut you up for good.
Oh, look at that.
You're an impudent one. There you are. There you are. Just stop.
Two down. Holy cow, this is becoming one. Here comes Piccolo. Alright, I shouldn't have probably talked too much now.
Adequate. Keep at it.
But I was just in time.
Throw him a third character.
What's the matter? You're done. Not done yet. Here goes.
There's no escape.
Uh-oh.
Special beam. Not gonna work on me.
Ooh, I blocked at the right moment on that.
Here goes. Here goes.
Get back here.
Oh. All right, not good, not good.
Here goes.
Ready for this?
Special beam. Not gonna work on me. Here goes.
I gotta get him out of here. Oh, I didn't have to. There you go. Got a KO right there. Not my best work, but I'll take it.
If I don't hurry, I'm gonna be late for the conference.
Go on, win!
It doesn't seem like you're going to absorb me. But why are you even teaming up with me?
I don't know. I didn't even bring my third fighter in. Well, there you go. Broken Hardy's Goat asking for Frieza. You got it tonight. I'll tell you what, Broken Hardy, I'm going to do you one even better right here. I'm going to do you one even better. There you go. You can have Frieza again. All right, here we go. Random. Who are we getting?
Now it's my turn.
Go again. All right, I got to change it up. Change it up. We're picking someone else. You guys want Broly? Thank you, Gina, for being here.
It's overflowing.
And I also want to thank Gatekeeper Drew. He's hosting right now. Thank you to Gatekeeper Drew for hosting. But feel better, Gina. Thank you for being here tonight.
Just hurry it up.
Guess I'll go give my regards.
All right, here we go. Do another match, and we'll start getting into some more of the business here of the day. Take it easy, Gina. But thank you for being here on the live show. Yes, Broken Hardy's Goat, this is for you. Frieza again, just for you. Because you requested it. This is the cool part about these fighting games, guys. You guys can get to choose this.
This is getting ridiculous. Another Super Saiyan?
Man, Arc System Works, they did so good on this. Go Times!
Look, buddy, you're not invading Earth on my watch.
I like Gotenks in this game.
Well, you only get one. There you are. Just started.
Ooh, that was a nice combo, 33 hits.
Can you do any better? You'll regret this.
Damn, I can't even get out. Frieza, get out of there!
You're not getting away. We'll let you take it from here.
Oh, here we go, Broly time.
Take this.
I just messed him up. Oh my god, I just messed him up.
You've done it.
Broly's a beast.
Not bad.
I'll shut that annoying mouth of yours.
Well, that didn't even hit her.
I'll shut that annoying mouth of yours. My answer supplies the universe.
If you want to go, I'm taking this victory.
No. Alright, I gotta get Broly out of there.
If I have to. It's useless. I'll put you out of your misery.
Oh no, she got out of the way! Oh no. Oh good, okay, I was about to say, no, don't ruin that one for me. I gotta get him out of here. There we go, Frieza back in.
You'll regret this. There you are. Die in the vacuum of space.
Ooh, that got him right at the end.
It's clear you have a death wish. Well, you're an impudent
Come on, I want to whoop your butt.
I'll put you out of your misery.
What? Oh, I missed him completely.
Destroy.
Oh no, I just lost Broly.
Now it's time for me to join in the fun. There you are. Die in the vacuum of space. Die!
Oh my
There
god,
you
no.
are.
But I still got him.
It's
Oh
clear
my
you have a
god.
death wish. You shall serve me well after this, I believe. That actually hurt. That actually hurt.
That actually hurt. Holy cow, that was for you there. Broken Hardy's goat. He wanted that one. I'll tell you what, I'm in a giving mood. How about one more match? But this time, I'm not going to be fighting in this one. One more match, I'm not going to fight this one. That's right. How about CPU versus CPU? Will it let me do it? Oh no, you won't let me? Oh, that sucks. I was hoping to see if we could do CPU versus CPU. Alright. Made a promise here. One more.
Select your fighter.
Alright guys, let's choose the characters. Again, I'm going to leave it to you guys in the chat to go ahead and pick who you guys want me to pick here. And I'm going to give you a few seconds here to make some choices. If not, I'll go all random. So take a look at the screen, pick out who you guys want to see. Broken Hardy's goat's been picking tonight. Also, Billy Ricky's made some selections, so let's see who else wants to get in on the action here tonight. Now, I'm giving you that time because I'm trying to load up my computer to figure out to put a charge on. Because my computer's about to die, and I should have done that before I did the show tonight, and I didn't do that. So if you guys got a character right off the bat and you want to see it, you know what to do. Let it be known. Broken Hardy says it is up to me. Oh boy. Tell you what.
I'll make sure that
There's yours, Broken Hardy's goat right off the bat. You got a random. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pick somebody. Who do I want? I'll tell you what. I'll be Goku because.
I am a warrior, pure of heart, awakened by
And we'll go random on this one.
I am the legendary Goku for justice.
Double Goku. Okay.
Select your fighter.
And just for Broken Hardy's goat, I'll fight against Freedom.
What an move.
Uh-oh.
Time to go to work.
Well, this should be interesting. I like this.
Select stage. Rocky Field. Select the music.
All right, we're back on Rocky Field again. So here you go. This is partly for me.
Good luck.
And I'll throw Broken Hardy's goat in there. He could be the opposing team here. We'll see if I win on this. I'm playing against three characters who I don't really play as that much because everybody likes to be Goku. But here we go. And as soon as this match is over, we will be talking God of War, Spider-Man, Salty Xbox Fanboys. Talking monetize this.
Please, grant us the honor of training with you, Lord Frieza.
Love these intros.
Assist me with my training if you would, Captain Ginyu.
Uh-oh.
Ready? You'll regret this. That was too.
Oh, what? Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Dude, I am getting owned right now. Dude, he's whooping me right now. Holy moly! Ooh yeah, take that. Oh, what the heck? How did you not get it? There it is. Major Boo's out of there. All right. Scared me there for a moment.
I'll just kill you all.
That's my target.
Well, there's your strike. You won. You won.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Can't you do any better?
Nice. There we go. 2 down. Dude, why? Holy cow.
Here it comes.
Only good news is I still have all 3 characters, but I'm not going to get too high on myself right now.
Try to block this. Give me your best. Don't move. That was lucky. Do it. Don't move.
Whew, wait to save there.
Won't be able to block. Take this.
Oh crap. No. No! Oh my god.
This promises to be a battle like none other before. Give me your best. Try to block this. You're wide open.
Oh my god, I'm getting owned right now.
Try to block this.
Oh my god, I'm down to 1 character. Oh my god, it is a boss. Yeah, it was. Holy cow.
You aren't strong enough to beat me.
Holy cow, that was awesome. That was a great ending. But almost scared me to end up lose. It's a good thing I didn't do that. There you go. You get a little bonus action there. I didn't expect to do 3 fights. I was going to do 2, but what the heck? Give you 1 more, and it still gave me time to charge my computer while I'm going here. So, let's move on with all the other stuff I want to talk about today here. And in this segment, we'll start talking about the salty Xbox fanboys. Really want to get into that, and then of course we'll start talking about monetize this here in a few minutes. So, one of the things I'm hearing is about Xbox having no games, which has been a very common topic that's been happening for a while. You got a company with the most powerful console on the planet right now, with nothing to really show for it except for a bunch of backwards compatible games and games like Super Lucky's Tale. And I'm not counting Halo, Gears, Forza. But as we all know, what was it now? It's going to be a couple of weeks now, as of Friday, or little bit more than a week since Friday, we've had God of War hit on the PlayStation 4. I've done some streams here on my Twitch channel of God of War, which has been received very well by not just people here on Twitch, but also on YouTube. You can see the first 2 parts of the game. And my plan is kind of stream the game here on Twitch as I'm playing it. We've had some pixelation issues with the game, but we're working through that as best as possible to kind of make the game look as clear as I can on the screen. Because usually what it is, sometimes if I don't move, everything's very clear. But if I move a little quicker than normal, we start getting that pixelation outside of cutscenes and stuff like that. But not to get too technical. But the fact is, the game is phenomenal. I love God of War. I'm not going to spoil it here for anybody, because I'm still pretty early in the game too. But it's absolutely amazing. I love it. I know some people, a lot of throw comparisons to The Last of Us and stuff like that, which I think is not really a fair comparison, but still, I do see a lot of that because you get the older adult figure kind of moving the kid around. And we saw a lot of that in, of course, games like The Last of Us, which we're getting a sequel pretty soon. But Xbox fans been a little salty about that, you know. The IGN had a thing up on Twitter showing God of War on the PS4 and all the other consoles showed blank. And all of a sudden IGN going PC, going apologizing to Xbox for that. But a lot of Xbox fans not too happy about it. Add on to the fact that we're going to have Spider-Man coming up in the fall. And Spider-Man's exclusive, of course, to the PS4 as well, which I'm excited for. I can't wait for Spider-Man. I got the collector's edition for that. Can't wait to play that too. We'll see more of it at E3, but hopefully not too much. I want them to show other games. But Microsoft feeling a little left out of the party. A lot of the fanboys feeling a little left out because of the fact that their world's most powerful console doesn't have anything. Now, I don't want to come out like that, like a negative Nancy, because the fact is, I am an Xbox owner. We were watching the game tonight here, Dragon Ball Z, on Xbox. I could have this on PS4, but nope, I got it on Xbox. It looks a lot better on here, although it might not be that much of a difference, but still. Games in 4K, couldn't turn that down. Backwards compatibility, I couldn't turn that down. You know, and yeah, I like my Gears, Halo, and Forza. Although I'm not big on the Super Lucky's Tale and stuff like that. Broken Hardy's Goat mentioning about a new college football game in 2020. That would be nice. It's about time we get a fucking college football game. It's been a while. But, yeah, Sony's been gathering up all these big name exclusives. We always heard the thing greatness awaits for so many years. And now we're finally getting that greatness that is showing up. Finally going to have what we've been waiting for this whole time. All these games, like, you look at Horizon Zero Dawn, Bloodborne, Last of Us Remastered, if you want to throw it in there, The Last Guardian. Finally, after all those years, I saw it back in E3 of 2009, and I was in the crowd at that event with a media badge back in 2009 at E3 at the Sony press event, and I saw The Last Guardian for the first time. Absolutely amazing. But having games like God of War, we got Ghost of Tsushima, which is coming up, Days Gone, Detroit Become Humans coming out this month, which I can't wait to play that. That looks really amazing. But Sony's got so many exclusives for the PlayStation, and Xbox fans feeling a little left out, a little salty. They made some complaints towards Phil Spencer, who is the head of Xbox. And I'm pretty sure maybe Larry Herb, a.k.a. Major Nelson, probably had a few too. But saying, where's the games? What about us? Where's some games? We have nothing. But yet these guys have God of War and everything on their system. Now, of course, I don't have much of an issue. I'm not a salty fanboy because I have all the consoles. I don't have to worry about these kinds of things. But I feel for some people. But I don't want them to say, oh, they made the wrong console of choice. I don't think that. But the fact of the matter is, they're salty, they're upset. Called Gridiron Champions, thank you. Broken Hardy mentioning Gridiron Champions is going to be the football game. I got Mutant Football League, which I think is really good. I enjoy that. But anyway, outside of that, the whole thing is Xbox has been devoid of exclusives. And they need to go ahead and make some changes in terms of the games that they're bringing. I've been hearing some rumors that they're going to bring over some Japanese games, but yet the Japanese market doesn't really care about them, about Xbox in general. Although we do get some Japanese games, which I think is great, even though the PlayStation has them all, like with Persona and everything, and I love Persona. Great game. But a lot of people are wishing doom and gloom towards Xbox. A lot of PlayStation fanboys are laughing like crazy. I'll be honest, in the end, the PC people are the ones really laughing in the end, because the PC people get the best of everything. Let's just put it out there. The games look best a lot of times on PC, but as a guy, for me, who travels a lot on the road, I can't take a PC rig with me. It just doesn't work. So for having consoles, I think it's great. I enjoy it. I've been doing this, since I was young, as a young gamer. But I understand the saltiness. I understand why people are upset. People are turning in their Xboxes to go get PlayStations, which I still think is retarded. Let's just keep in mind that Xbox does have some exclusives coming up, even though Eurogamer went out and kind of trashed one of those exclusives, which in fact is State of Decay 2, which is set to release this month. Now, granted, the version that Eurogamer played was a very alpha version of the game, which had bugs and other issues. It wasn't the final version. But they went out there to go out and say, oh, look at all these problems and how the game is so repetitive and boring and whatever. They just wanted to get something out there probably to get attention. I can care less about Eurogamer. But still, Xbox, I think they've been lacking in quality games. They put out some exclusives that are pretty good, like Cuphead, which has been really good, even though it's a little bit more of an indie game. Ori and the Blind Forest can be the same thing. But you look at Sea of Thieves, which has been their latest game, and I played some of Sea of Thieves, and I can be honest, they put out a game that just doesn't feel very complete. I'm worried about what they're bringing out on the horizon. I think State of Decay 2 is going to be fine, but, excuse me, the one game I worry about is Crackdown. Because Crackdown, honestly, has been through development hell, I guess we can put. It's been delayed, and everyone was all excited for Terry Crews, being in the game kind of thing, which, yeah, that'll be fun, especially since he'll be in the Deadpool movie this month, which I'm looking forward to. But the fact that they haven't put out a lot of quality product has kind of hurt, especially for exclusive games, and PlayStation's just turning them out over and over. And one of the things that came to my mind is this. We got E3 coming up in June. And people are calling it as make or break for Microsoft right now. If they don't, seriously, get it done. If they don't get it done at E3, people are going to start jumping ship. No matter how many backwards compatible games you bring, especially Star Wars, with Knights of the Old Republic and everything, no matter how many backwards compatible games, how many other smaller exclusives that they bring to the table, Microsoft's in trouble. Yeah, we're going to get a new Xbox probably in 2020. But the fact is, PlayStation 5 is going to pretty much blow it out of the water. And you want to talk about a problem, that's going to be it. Now, I'm not expecting Sony to announce a PS5 this year, because I think that would be insane. Although I think their sales have kind of peaked right now. I think they made it to 80 million in terms of console sales, and Microsoft's probably around 35 million, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, Microsoft's getting their ass whooped because they just don't have anything out in the market to get people excited. So when people say that this is make or break, I'm going to say it. It is make or break for Microsoft this year. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to go give up my Xbox One. No, that's not going to happen. That's also my Ultra HD Blu-ray player. I got to have that. And then, of course, having the games on top that I enjoy, especially a lot of these games. I probably got about nearly 200 games on my Xbox alone that I enjoy playing. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to trade it in. I'm not going to get rid of it or anything like that. Am I a little salty that they're not bringing out games that people really want? I mean, let's face facts here. Gears of War was really good. Gears of War 4 was really good. Halo 5, it was kind of garbage in my opinion, except for the multiplayer, which is really good. And Forza turns out hits every year, and Forza Horizon, which is expected to release this fall, which supposedly I think is going to take place in Japan, which is one of my predictions, is going to be a huge hit. But they rely on their usual standbys of those three games. They need something. 2 or 3 big exclusives. I think the loss of Scalebound, which everyone brings up, hurt. That hurt. They needed that game, and now they don't have it. So they're relying on the backwards compatibility, which some reason gets more of a cheer from the crowd than anything else at the show. Microsoft cannot rely about it. I think a guy on YouTube named Griffin brought up the same thing. backwards compatibility is not a system seller, and he's right. It's not. It's more of a nostalgia act, and I love my nostalgia act. I do. That's the one thing I'll enjoy more than anything else, to be able to play my old games, but I want exclusives, Microsoft. I really do. I want exclusives. I want new games. I want new content. I want something to feel excited about having Xbox. PlayStation, they've already won me a long time ago when, after 2013, that fiasco, we all remember that, and PlayStation right now is just churning them out over and over and over, hit after hit after hit, and right now, in the last year to 2 years, they're hitting their stride, and I expect at E3 this year, PlayStation's going to hit it out of the park again. They played it safe last E3. This E3, I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to come out big, and as I said, I expect them to open the show with Ghost of Tsushima, and that's going to be huge. So, I'm not salty. I know people there are salty. I'm going to tell the Xbox fanboys, stop being fucking salty. You bought what you bought. Enjoy what you have. Don't listen to Crap Gamer and all these other guys out there that are more like Microsoft cheerleaders that are salty right now, and they are. But I urge you guys, stick with it. It's going to get better. I think the next Xbox is going to be even better because all the games you got now will be compatible. They'll be backwards compatible. So you'll still have your Xbox One games and your 360 games and your original Xbox. You'll still have everything. And PlayStation, who knows what they're going to have. I can tell you this, though. Xbox looking good with that Game Pass. They really are compared to PlayStation Now on Sony's device. But that's it. I'm not going to here to start a console war because that's not my thing. There's no such thing as one. This isn't the 1990s when Nintendo and Sega fought to the death. We all know who won in the end on that one, even though I was more of a Sega guy. But let's get away from that. Let's talk about Mr. Foulmouth Bobbit. Mr. Foulmouth Bobbit, who is your current Monetize This champion. Tomorrow night on Monetize This, barring any changes, is putting his belt up on the line. How it's being defended, who knows? I think Joe was supposed to talk about it last night, Joe Cronin. And I don't know if I heard anything on it on Out of Nowhere, which, by the way, hit episode 100. Make sure you guys check out Out of Nowhere. But we understand that the belt's being defended. And while I understand about how he wants to keep defending the belt and stuff like that, here's my problem with this. Bobbit just won this belt 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. We all remember Monetize This and what yours truly, me, did for Foulmouth Bobbit. I put him over almost like no one else ever before. I took care of that kid, and I put that belt on him. And it was a great moment. It was a magical moment for him. Luckily, D Moon did not cash in, even though Joe cashed in, and I burnt Joe Cronin to the ground on that one. But, and made sure that Bobbit was the champion, and then made sure that D Moon wasn't going to cash in. But here's the problem. The belt's being put up too soon. Last week we had a points in the bank. Now we're back to 2 guys with points in the bank again. And Bobbit doesn't have a belt. Where's the Monetize This championship belt? I just talked to Bobbit today, and Bobbit does not have his belt. And has to defend his title tomorrow, no belt. To show him as a champion or get to represent it around everywhere, he has nothing to defend. But they're going to put him in there in that match tomorrow against everybody. And what I feel bad about the most is how in 2 weeks the belt hasn't arrived, and Bobbit's going to come in as the biggest underdog tomorrow. More than likely, probably will end up losing the belt, especially when you got 2 people ready to cash in on him. And we know there's probably going to be a cash in probably tomorrow. And by the time that Bobbit receives that belt, all he's going to do is just look at it and send it to someone else. And I'll be honest, this is something I'm salty about. Because it goes back to when Ken won. And I'm talking about when Ken got his second title reign, in which I helped a little bit on that, but not too much. But when I helped him successfully defend the belt, I helped him successfully defend that title. And only to find out a week later, we get the dick shot of doom for a Grimomania moment and take the belt away from Ken to put it on Joe. Why? Because Joe hasn't been champion. Then all of a sudden he has the belt. Now, of course, I had to set things right because that's what I do. I set things right. And you know what? I did the unthinkable. I put it on Bobbit. Hell, I was thinking about putting it on Tommy NC and I didn't do it. But I did it for Bobbit, who's well deserving of that belt. Now he's going to get it taken away from him for a belt that he doesn't have. Doesn't even have it. And now has to defend it. I told Bobbit today, if you don't have that belt by tomorrow, get in touch with Joe. Postpone this thing. Move it forward. Get a chance so Bobbit can enjoy something that most of us in the chat during the show will probably never get a chance to see. Even though I've opened up Pandora's box, and we saw that last week, I'll monetize it. You're seeing guys like Ingenious, Eugene, all getting points. Wasn't that insane? Because we're probably going to end up seeing it again. I wouldn't be too surprised to see it tomorrow night. All of a sudden, everyone else getting points. I was getting points. Hell, I almost won. You want to talk about being salty? I was a little salty not winning to monetize this championship. That I'm salty about. Or not the championship belt, but I'm sorry, points in the bank. I didn't win points in the bank. Yeah, I'm a little salty about that. Ken mentioned how he was going to go ahead and donate to me, but then all of a sudden Broken Lion dropping that donation, he just changed his mind and said, never mind, I'm not going to vote for Bri, forget it. And then he gloated about it on Saturday. Yeah, I remember, Ken. I remember. I won't forget either. Trust me. Ken will probably be listening to this. You're going to wonder what's going on as I'll be stinging the rafters again on Friday. But I can tell you this. Friday's going to be interesting. I don't like the fact that Bobbit doesn't have the belt. He doesn't have it there at his home. He can't take it around town to show off and take pictures or bob them titties on the belt. It's disappointing for him. He wants something. He wants to be able to share the glory of having that belt, and I want him to share that. So, Joe, if you listen to this, please help Bobbit out, because this is starting to feel like a dick kick from Doom. Don't do this to him. Give him a chance with the belt. Give a chance for this belt to breathe and be on this person that we have made, or at least I have made, along with a few other people, as champion. Give him a chance. And make sure that belt arrives and stop sending it Pony Express. Seriously, that's worse than snail mail, for crying out loud. Make sure that belt gets there. Make sure that he's able to enjoy it. Tell you what, if I won it and then eventually lost it, I'll do express mail and make sure the person has it the next day. So that way the belt's on the show, being shown, and it can be defended. Let's fix that situation. And another thing, let's not have 2 points in the bank winners sitting around on the show. Just need one. Isn't D Moon enough to be a points in the bank holder right now? Do we really need 2? I mean, the reason we had 2 is because you had it when you were already champion. Come on, Joe, help us out here. Think about what we need to do and just have 1 points in the bank owner. And when all the points in the bank owners are gone, let's not have points in the bank right away again. Let's let people breathe with that belt and enjoy it. Okay? I'm just thinking of suggestions to help make things better. Am I upset that Bobbit doesn't have the belt right now? Yes, because I helped put it on him. I don't like the fact he's got to defend it tomorrow night. I feel bad for him that he's champion in name only with no belt. Hopefully that changes. I really do. I hope that changes and that the belt is on its way and that he has it. But it sucks. I really think it sucks that he doesn't have it right now. So hopefully that gets better tomorrow. I'm still looking forward to monetize this. It's around 11 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, 11:30 on YouTube. Make sure you guys tune in. Sub to Joe Cronin. I think it might be on Corrupted Podcast. I think is where the show is going to be. Or it could be on his gaming channel as well. So make sure you're following Joe Cronin at Real Cronin. Let him know how you feel about him defending the belt. Maybe we can get him to change it and do better. What do I feel about that? We're going to play a couple more matches, and then we're going to get into the main event of the night. We're talking Avengers Infinity War coming up after these next match or two right here. So let's go ahead and do it. For everyone still left here, and those of you guys still watching here on YouTube, Hopefully you guys have hit that like button by about now. It does feel like a long episode tonight. But hey, we're all going to have some fun here. That's the most important part. So let's go ahead and begin. Do another match. And I need an El Aqua break right here for a second. So here we go, one more set of matches. And I'll tell you what, I am going to go all random on this one. Let's see who I get. Oh, yes, my boy Broly. Here we go. He was awesome.
All right. No holding back then. Nice choice. Guess I'm good.
All right, here we go, all random.
If I were to give it a name,
It looks like I will have to fight.
shall we get started?
Wow, this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Select the music.
Here we go. Let's do this again.
Battle's about to start. Good luck.
This should be interesting. Thank you for everyone who's been joining so far. We got one more segment of the show. So we'll be talking Avengers Infinity War right after this next fight or two. Now loading. It's like the loading takes a little while. It really does. It's like, get to it.
Oh, look.
Really one of the latest DLC characters. We got more coming up pretty soon.
Well, what do you think of this car? Is it not beautiful?
Uh-oh.
It's all or nothing.
Where have I heard that all or nothing before? I think that would be Street Fighter. Uh-oh. Broly, come on. No. This ain't happening. Ooh, very sick. I am taking a whooping right now.
Over here.
Oh my god, this is...
Over here. Enough. Hey, it's on now. Hey, foolish.
Come on, baby, get sick with this here.
It's on now. Don't laugh too soon. This is the end.
Oh my god, no, I just ran right into that. Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh my god, I'm doing terrible. This might be my first loss of the night, folks. Oh my god, dude, he just handled Broly just like that. Oh, nice! That was a big hit. Holy moly.
I saw that coming. You're not going anywhere. I'm impressed.
I'm only gonna stay in this matchup here.
Ready for this? Do not disappoint me. Saw that coming.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Here goes. Here goes. Let's do this.
If I can get some effective changes here, it probably would end up working out.
Show me more.
All right, we got one down. One down, finally. Uh-oh. Oh!
Over here. Useless. Here goes.
No escape.
Oh, no.
Not even close. What? Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. Here goes.
All right, just kind of formed the same move again. That was kind of stuff. All right, we got two down. Here we go.
The one to kill you.
Oh no!
I'll destroy. It's used. Have it your way. I'll destroy you.
Oh no! Oh, I just lost Broly. Oh my god. It's coming down to it again.
Here goes.
Saw that one. I'm not through with you yet.
Useless. Over here.
Stop missing my shots.
Foolish.
Oh man, I better not waste them no more. And I'm done. Oh no, it's coming down to this. Dude, he's just whooping me now.
The fun begins. Here goes. Spear ball.
Oh, I got it. Oh, that's awesome. Destructive finish. Nice.
You don't act like Goku at all. Who are you?
Yamcha! Win!
Nice win there.
Looks like I've still got some fight in me, huh?
All right, let's put one more on, and then we'll get into Avengers here.
Select your fighter! Piccolo! Krillin!
A smart choice, that's...
Select your fighter! Vegeta! Android Bardo! Select...
There we go. We made this a quick setup, all random.
Select the music!
We're gonna go all random on this one.
The battle's about to start! Good luck!
Sorry. You'll find I'm not as naive as Kakarot.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
All right, all randoms.
Get through.
Take this! Watch! Watch it! Is that all you've got? Let's do this!
Holy cow! Oh my god!
Eat the sensu bean! Here goes! Strike of death!
There we go. We got the first one out.
Should I take it from here? I'll shut your mouth with yours.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I've got more. Get ready.
Had enough of this stupid game.
No, take your time.
Here we go. Android versus Android.
Comes the pain. Get ready. Let's go. Get ready. Try this.
Not doing too well here.
Looking out. Wasn't even trying. Get ready. 17. I'll shoot it out your mouth with yours.
Take that, take that.
Not bad.
Got some more. Here goes.
That's surprising. What are you looking at?
All right, 2 down, 2 down.
I'll finish the job. Here goes. Here goes. Take a dive.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Ready for this? Special beat. So dead. I got careless. You're through. What? Take it.
I heard you already.
Here goes.
Is that all you got?
Bring it on.
Oh, no, no, no.
Switch it.
Switch it out.
Let's have some more. Not bad. Let's do it, Krillin.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, come on.
Wow. That was a nice team-up finish right there.
Later.
Show some respect for nature.
Android 18! Win!
That was
You
a
have
nice
the
way to
strength
end right.
Even if you aren't at all like him.
That was awesome right there. That was a great way to end that match. Holy cow. All right. You guys have been waiting this long for this. And it's time to go ahead and break it down. Let's just get right into it. You know what I'm about to talk about. So at this point, I'm going to say to everyone watching, spoilers now are in effect. I'm bringing out the spoilers. I'm bringing out the guns. Here we go. I'm going to give everyone who hasn't watched Avengers Infinity War a full 10 seconds. 10 seconds to drop out now. Because I'm going to spoil this thing up right this moment. We're talking about the whole movie. What I liked about it. What I maybe didn't like about it. Although I can't really find much that I didn't like. There's a couple of things. But also getting a theory about what Avengers 4 could be. So here's your countdown. Here's your spoiler countdown. 10, 9, 8, I'm not kidding, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Spoiler time. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I will timestamp in the video about spoilers for those watching on YouTube so that way you guys avoid them as we go. But this past weekend, I had the chance to see Avengers Infinity War. And for the 10 years of hype that we got in that game, or game, we're watching the game at the same time, it's so stupid, but 10 years of movies that we got, starting from Iron Man back in 2008, all the way to now, I can honestly sit and tell you, it was worth every moment to watch Avengers Infinity War over the weekend. It was a type of movie that went ahead and I got goosebumps for. I was excited. All the excitement, the action was great. The humor was great. But the one thing that Marvel did best was pull at my heartstrings. They did that. I expected it. They did it. I avoided spoilers for most of the weekend. I got the chance to see it, and then all of a sudden, to watch what happened in the final moments of the movie as Thanos had every single Infinity Stone and snapped his fingers, and you just watched half the universe die. How crazy is that? Now, I kind of knew about the Infinity Gauntlet a little bit. I'm not a big comic book reader, but I knew what the Infinity Gauntlet was. And I knew what the story a bit about Thanos and what he would do. And he did exactly that. This was a movie that was clearly about Thanos, more than anything else. Yeah, we love to see our Avengers on the screen, who, by the way, all had about equal time on that screen. I would say about equal time. There's a couple others that maybe had a little bit more. You know, I think maybe Tony Stark, for Iron Man had a little bit more. Let's face it, he's been the central character, but more on Iron Man in a moment. But this was a movie about Thanos, where Thanos believed that he was the hero of this tale. All about him. Hell, even at the end of the movie, right before the post-credits scene, saying, Thanos will return. So it was like, forget the Avengers. This is Thanos' movie. And you know what? It looked great. They made him look more than your traditional freaking villain. Made him look like he was a hero. They made him emotional. Especially that scene where he went to go get the Soul Stone. You know, Soul Stone we haven't heard about for all these years. We finally get to find out where the Soul Stone is. Where we see the Red Skull after all this time since first Captain America movie. We see Red Skull, who by the way was being played by someone else. It wasn't Hugo Weaving. But you see him as emotional. You see him as what he believes is the hero. You never truly see him as the villain. Although the rest of us in the theater knew he was the villain, but you never truly get that whole villain vibe. And I'm sitting there with my nephew as we're watching the movie, and I sat there and said, I don't feel like that he's the villain. It makes him look like he is the hero of this tale. And I'll be honest, it works. I like the way they portrayed him. I think this is the best portrayal of a Marvel villain to date. And to me, that's amazing. Just imagine what they could do with so many of these other villains, especially if they acquire, if Disney acquires Fox and has all the other characters and eventually have guys like Galactus and stuff like that. It would be amazing. But here's Thanos collecting all the stones. What didn't make sense to me, though, is the movie starts with him already with the Power Stone, but we never see him gain the Power Stone. I mean, we knew where it was on Xandar from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So we knew where it was, but you never really see him attack there and get the stone, which never really made much sense to me as they open up with that moment. You know, they could have opened up with that attack on Xandar and be able to see it. I don't know if it was in a comic book or somewhere else. I know they did a preset for Infinity War in the comics, so maybe they showed it there. Or maybe, but for most of us who just watched the movies, we're kind of like, wait, how did he get it? We never saw him acquire it. We see him acquire all the other stones, but we never see him acquire that first one. Which makes me believe maybe in the second movie, maybe in Avengers 4, they'll show it. Show that moment when he gets the Power Stone. Because for some fans, they're just like, wait, how did he get it already? We never saw it. I'm checking post-credit scenes for other movies saying, where is this? But we never see it. So I was a little disappointed there. However, watching him gain all the other stones in the movie was fantastic. It was great. Seeing the Hulk go in there and whoop Thanos' ass at first, and then just watching the Black Order saying, let him toy with him for now. And then beat the crap out of the Hulk to the point that the Hulk wouldn't come out for the rest of the movie. Every time Banner's like, come on, man, we need you, he won't come out. Like he was scared of Thanos. That's insane, because you're looking at the Incredible Hulk like, come on, he can't be scared of Thanos. He was scared of Thanos. After Thanos put a beating on the Hulk, and for every time we've seen the Hulk on the screen, he put the beating on everybody. Just that thought, it's like, holy crap, dude, he's strong as hell. I never knew that about Thanos. That's to me, because as I said, I don't read the comics, but holy crap, I didn't think anybody could beat the Hulk, but then I was like, whoa, dude, Thanos just handled him like a freaking toy. And that was amazing to me. I was like, holy crap, this is going to be great. And I will say this in the movie, one of the things I also enjoyed was the interaction between Rocket and Thor. These two alone, they could have their own movie. And just let these two go at it. Thor gets an eye back. And Rocket having that moment saying, do you realize what I had to do to get that eye? Should have washed it. Knowing that the eye was probably in his ass. I thought that was hilarious. They had some hilarious moments. The humor, which by the way was really great. We never got that reunion yet for Tony Stark and Captain America. I was about to say Iron Man. But Captain America, we never got that. And I think that we will see that in Avengers 4, which I'll get into in a minute. But, I know, spoiled a little bit there for what's coming up. But they did give enough time, I think, for everybody. I think a lot of people might have wanted a little more time with Black Panther, and we didn't get that. And it was just like, as soon as they went to Wakanda, it was like, okay, here we go, it's wartime. To me, in my head, it's like, okay, here's Act 3, here we go, we're in Wakanda, we know what's coming, the war is coming. You know, they got right to it. It's like they just wasted no time. Once they were in, when Cap and Black Widow and everybody went to Wakanda, I love the interaction between War Machine and Banner's like, do we bow to him? Yeah, he's king. And I love that stuff. And he's like, you don't need to do that here. And I was loving that. But of course, I think that was spoiled in a TV spot that they did, kind of showing that a little bit. And I think there were some YouTube videos that kind of gave that part away. That's one of the things I can pretty much say. Stop giving too much away of the movie. But for what they've shown for the 2.5 hours you're sitting there on the screen, it was really amazing. Spider-Man was great in this movie. I enjoyed Spider-Man. Every moment he's on the screen, I enjoyed Spider-Man. He didn't look like a pussy in that movie. He went at it. He talked to Tony saying, how can I be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if there's no neighborhood to defend? I thought that was great. Tony sitting there knighting him, you're an Avenger now, and doing like the knighting move, which I thought was funny. But Doctor Strange, who was good in this movie, and the one thing, and I don't want to get into Avengers 4 yet, but there's a moment with Doctor Strange I want to get into when I start getting into the theory of the fourth movie. The deaths. Let's just get it out of the way. The internet is buzzing. They're doing all the everyone turning to dust kind of thing memes out there, which is really cool. Someone did the Windows one, which it's like you didn't have to do anything, but it was like, it's really neat. You're seeing all the memes out there, people turning to dust, because that's what happened when Thanos snapped his fingers. When he snapped his fingers, that was it. It was over. You know, Thor gets his new hammer and drives it right into Thanos. And Thanos is like, you should have went for the head. And that's when he snapped his fingers, and it was over. Half the universe gone, wiped out. Seeing Peter Parker, Spider-Man, dying. He's telling Tony, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And then you watch him fade away into ash. Or Bucky going into ash. It was such a significant moment, and you feel that music, the tone of the music just go down because you knew what was coming, and all these people gone. The Guardians of the Galaxy, except for Rocket. A lot of these people who are doing these reviews saying, oh, all the Guardians are dead. No, Rocket's still alive. Rocket's the only Guardian that's still there, which is good because I can't wait to see him with Thor in the next movie. Yes, Thor survived. But everyone except the original Avengers, Rocket, who's still around, Okoye's still around, right? We didn't see Shuri die, so chances are Shuri's still alive. We didn't see Wong. Wong didn't die, because we didn't see him die. That's the rule in a Marvel movie. If you don't see them die, they didn't die. But think about the people who died before Thanos snapped the finger. And I'm talking about Loki, Heimdall, Gamora. All died before snap of the finger. I believe they're gone. You're dead. You're dead. That's it. Now, somehow they might bring Gamora back, but because she's just a key role with Guardians of the Galaxy success. But everyone else just going at that snap of the finger. Even at the post-credit scene with Nick Fury and Maria Hill, who we haven't seen in like forever, they're gone. But before Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury, can say motherfucker, he puts out a page, like one of those old 90s pagers, and sends a message to Captain Marvel at the end of the movie. And it looks like Captain Marvel got that message before Fury and Maria Hill faded away. Seeing the world go into the chaos of that moment of all the people dying, and seeing a helicopter crash into the building and probably planes crashing and stuff like that. Half the universe gone. Was just devastating. I think the whole theater I was in, which was a packed theater, they lost it. Some people were crying after what happened. I'll admit, I kind of had a tear forming a little bit when this happened. Although part of me says, well, you know, Spider-Man will be back, and, you know, Black Panther will be back, the Guardians will be back, because we know there's other movies with them. So we know this. Which brings me right into theory of Avengers 4. What is going to happen next? We got the original Avengers now. Back to the originals, where it all started with the originals. We're going to have a few extra characters. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp, they will play a role because then we got the movie coming up with Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think it got delayed a little bit, which I think moved into August. So that's kind of a disappointment there. But still, we're still going to be able to see that movie, and somehow I believe they survived the purge by Thanos. Also, eventually we'll see Captain Marvel early on in 2019. I think it's in March of 2019, and then right after that we'll have Avengers 4. So at least we're going to see how Captain Marvel fits into this whole thing, because I think Kevin Feige said that Captain Marvel is the most powerful of the characters that we've seen so far. So Captain Marvel's got a big role to play. But I can tell you who else has a huge role to play here, and that's Iron Man. Listen to this right now. Tony Stark started the whole MCU. It started with him. Started with that first Iron Man movie. And to me, Tony Stark plays a central role, kind of like how Wolverine was in the X-Men movies. We're getting that with Tony Stark, Iron Man, with the MCU. He's the central focus. He's like the main guy. So I think that that when we get that reversal and the characters are all brought back, hopefully most of the characters are brought back, it's going to center around him. We saw the Infinity Gauntlet was fried. It is done. There's nothing he can, Thanos can pretty much do with that anymore. Probably goes ahead and hides the stones. We're going to have a time jump at this point. We're not going to go right after what happened in this movie to go to this one. I think we're going to have a time jump. We'll have our characters, the original Avengers, come together and find a way to reverse what has happened. We're going to get that emotional reunion between Iron Man and Captain America. Because you think about it, how these two have been going at each other since the first Avengers movie to this point. Civil War, how it all just tore themselves apart. We're going to get the reunion. Finally, going to get that reunion. Everyone's going to be together. Even the Hulk is going to come back out and fight. We all know this. We all know this. We don't want to see Bruce Banner in Hulkbuster armor the whole time. No, we want him to come out. We want the Hulk. You know what I want to see? The Hulk come out of the Hulkbuster armor. Now that would be cool. That would be an amazing moment. Now, of course, they got to find where Thanos is, get the stones. I think that Shuri in Wakanda, because we never saw her die, we know she's got to still be alive. Because if they don't die on screen, they don't die. That means the same thing for Hawkeye. Hawkeye's still alive. That basically means since we didn't see Hawkeye this whole movie, Hawkeye's going to be there in the next one. I guarantee you. Guarantee we're going to see Hawkeye. Everyone wants him back. We want Hawkeye. We'll see Hawkeye in the next movie. But I think that Shuri, well, not Shuri's going to make the gauntlet. I think what we've heard where Peter Dinklage was, they mentioned about an Infinity Gauntlet. They're going to go there. Thor will go there, probably Rocket. They'll go back there and bring back that other gauntlet. Then they got to go get the stones. And here's where one of my key theories I'm thinking of in this comes down to the Soul Stone. Because remember, with the Soul Stone, it's a soul for a soul. Meaning someone's going to have to die to get that stone. And this is what I believe. Now, remember, Doctor Strange says in his 14 million scenarios, only one has the Avengers coming out on top. And that Tony Stark had to live. So this means to me that Tony Stark's going to survive through the whole movie, but someone else is going to die. But remember, he has the most emotional attachment to that could be the sacrifice for the Soul Stone. It's not going to be Pepper Potts. It's going to be Captain America. We know that Chris Evans is not going to be in any Avengers movie after Avengers 4. So the sacrifice could come here, where Cap sacrifices himself. And Tony has to do it. To end Captain America. It'll be really sad, but to get the Soul Stone, to do this, and that I believe that Tony Stark will wield the Infinity Gauntlet, snap his fingers, and bring everyone back. That's what he's going to do. Will I believe that there are other Avengers that may die in this movie? Yes. What role does Captain Marvel play in this? I think there's something about some time jumps that we're going to see, and maybe Captain Marvel helps make that possible. Or at least by the time they get the time stone, maybe they find the time stone and be able to jump back in time and save things. Do I think that Captain Marvel can get the upper hand on Thanos? Yes. I really believe that. And we talk about Gamora's sister also playing a role in this, because she did a lot in the comic, and I think that we'll see some of that as well here in this movie, because she didn't die. She's still there. She's still alive. So I think she has a role to play. Rocket, obviously, having him in, he's going to be there for that humor factor, especially, I think, maybe with some banter with Thor. Thor's definitely got a role to play here, a big role to play in this movie, but I think that Tony Stark is going to be the one that wields the Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones on it, and that Tony Stark will snap his fingers and bring everyone back again. He's the key. Remember, this is why we found out about those 14 million scenarios from Doctor Strange, and only won, and he told Thanos to spare the life of Tony Stark. That's why he was willing to give up the Time Stone, because he's playing the scenario where the Avengers are going to win. That meant give up the Time Stone, and they will find a way, and Tony will find that way. I think Shuri will play a role there from Wakanda, will help work with Tony and be able to put something together. Thor going back over to that planet where he got Stormbringer, the new axe he has, and be able to get that other gauntlet that is over there, and be able to use that to put the stones on and save everyone. That's what it's going to come down to. Thanos will be defeated. I don't think will Thanos be killed? More than likely, yes. But Captain Marvel is going to be the one that turns the tables to give the Avengers that upper hand in this battle. And maybe even Ant-Man turns 65 feet tall again, like he mentioned in the trailers for the new movie about being 65 feet tall. So maybe we'll see the Giant Man going ahead and making an appearance as well in Avengers 4. But I think Tony Stark is the key. He's the one. He's the central character in this whole thing. Like Wolverine was in the X-Men movies, Tony Stark will be that way. Tony Stark is the one who's going to have that gauntlet in his hand. He's going to change it all. Captain Marvel will be there to put Thanos at bay. The Hulk will come back out and help put Thanos at bay. He's going to, this is the moment. We want to see it. I want to see him bust out of Hulkbuster armor, because that would be really cool. But I think we'll see time jumps in this movie. There's been some set photos that we've seen of what was going to take place in this movie, where Captain America's in his old outfit again, and it looks like he has the same look from the attack on New York from the first Avengers movie. So this says to me that we're going to see a lot of this. We'll see Hawkeye. For those of you guys wanting Hawkeye, we're going to get Hawkeye. He's going to be there. Rest assured, Hawkeye will be in the movie, okay? But yeah, Tony Stark, he's going to be the one that waves the gauntlet, brings everybody back, and pretty much say, hey, maybe Deadpool could show up on the screen and say, hey, Spidey, you get your sequel now. So does Black Panther. He gets the sequel now. But I think there will be a couple other Avengers that die. I don't know who at this point, because I haven't really theorized that far. Right now, Captain America seems to be the big one, I think, that will go. He's the one. Maybe even Drax goes. Who knows? They'll do something eventually for the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, when we eventually get Adam Warlock and whatever. But we're seeing that Avengers 4 is going to go more the way of the cosmic. We're going to get that cosmic stories where Captain Marvel and everything plays in. Adam Warlock's going to play in. Maybe, as I said, if Disney acquires Fox and everything, we start bringing in Silver Surfer and Galactus, and oh my god, the possibilities are just endless. We'll get the Fantastic Four back, and maybe Marvel will be able to make the Fantastic Four the way we want to see them. And maybe we do see the X-Men. Very strong possibilities here. Very strong possibilities, but yes, Tony Stark will wave the Infinity Gauntlet. He's going to be the one. Central character, makes sense, starts and ends with Tony Stark. That's how it's going to be. Hope you guys enjoyed that part about how I believe Avengers Infinity War is going to wrap up. But we got to wait a whole year until we get to that point. It's like watching a show on Netflix and you binge watch it, and then you got to wait a whole another year before that show comes back again. That's how I feel with this movie. It's like, oh, I just seen this movie and I want to see it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Plus, I'll have it on my Ultra HD Blu-ray, but I gotta wait so long to find out what happens next. So we're all in for this suffering. We're all in for this year of, oh, what is going to happen? We'll still get Ant-Man and the Wasp at least, and we're still going to get Captain Marvel. It's a lot more than what DC Universe can do right about now. That's the way I feel about it. Hey guys, thank you guys for joining me here for the Himmelgod Has Spoken. Episode number 4, it's in the books. We're done. We made it all the way to the end. We played some Dragon Ball. I didn't even lose. I thought I was going to lose a few of these matches tonight, and it didn't happen. We had a lot that we talked about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of it. It wasn't as much as I wanted to really get out, but working the best as I can with what I'm doing, in my head at the moment while listening to the cool Dragon Ball music play in the background. Thank you to everyone who voted Dragon Ball FighterZ to be the game for tonight. I can tell you this, there will be some live streams in the near future where I will play Dragon Ball again, and it'll be a straight up Dragon Ball stream where we'll do all sorts of stuff and get you guys involved in the game as well. Star Wars Day, obviously, on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, of course. And I will have some Star Wars live streams going on before Monetize This tomorrow night. Will Joe do the right thing and not have Bobbit defend his belt that he doesn't have? Or will the title be on the line? Very interesting scenario. And just while I'm at it, if the belt's on the line, guys, for those of you watching, especially on YouTube, I urge you all, vote for the Himmelgod. Himmelgod for champ. Hashtag Himmelgod for champ. I'm going to put it in there tomorrow. Throw some votes my way. Let's make justice happen. Put me in there for the belt. Let me have my moment just as much as I give moments to everyone else. I'm asking you guys, throw one in there for me. If it's not for the belt, why not for future points in the bank? We can make that happen. I opened the box. Pandora's box is open that everyone else can now put themselves in. Throw one this way to the Himmelgod because I want my moment too. Just as much as I give it for all you guys, like I gave it for Ken and guys like Bobbit. Or even Tommy, who almost had his moment. Now I'm asking you guys. Throw one in there for the Gipper. Throw one in there for the Himmelgod. What do you say? Yay, nay, whatever it is. I'm asking for a little help there. If you guys can do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate everybody that was here so far on the live part of Twitch. I want to thank Broken Hardy's Goat, Gina J. Thank you, by the way, for following me here on Twitch. Billy Ricky, the one and only Billy Ricky. Make sure you guys are following him. The Insomniac pre-warm-up show. He's great. I enjoy him on his streams on Saturday nights. And of course, sometimes he joins in on Insomniac. Make sure you guys also follow Gatekeeper Drew. Gatekeeper Drew, who, by the way, was hosting tonight as well on his channel. Thank you to Drew. Derailed, obviously, on Saturday night. I plan to be there for the Cinco de Mayo episode. And who knows what kind of drunken madness and maybe some butt dialing might happen during that episode when Drew might call somebody out of accident. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting. I want to be there to watch that. My plan is to have some Star Wars streams coming up. Maybe one later on tonight. Might do some Star Wars Battlefront. And then, of course, tomorrow, before Monetize This, maybe I bring old school Battlefront. Maybe I bring Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Maybe I'll put a poll up. You guys tell me what you want to see. I think in some Lego Star Wars during the early part of the day, keep it family friendly, and then at night, bring on the carnage, whatever it is that I pull on the table for you guys to watch. Maybe we'll make this into a Star Wars weekend. Obviously, Backlash, WWE Backlash this weekend. Make sure you guys check that out. I'm going to try and see if I can get on with Mr. Coldbone himself, JP, and jump on with the gang over there. Johnny Ray Sinister, and of course the Tattooed Mistress, Trex, Cody, everyone else who's hanging out there. Thank you, of course, also to DJ Forever Play for the follow on YouTube. We're growing on YouTube. We made it to 130 followers on subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for that. We're over 250 here on Twitch, and we're closing in on 1,000 on Twitter. Inching closer, like that little inchworm. We're getting there. I enjoyed bringing this all to you guys tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everyone who's joined in, had fun, talked in the chat. Maybe dropped a few bits or two that I probably don't even know about because they don't show up on the screen. But I'll make sure. I'm going to do a quick check in the email here to see if anything ended up happening in the bits. If there are, then I'll go ahead and make sure you guys get your shout-outs that, of course, you deserve for being here on the show tonight. Huge crowd. I'm sure everyone will jump in. In terms of the YouTube, I think we are pretty much clear on everybody for what they sent. Okay, we're good. Thank you guys very much here for being here tonight. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for everyone watching on YouTube that are going to send that like button. Hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, if you even hit the dislike button, thanks for the view. Thank you for coming in here and helping make this show fun, entertaining, and anything I can also do to help you guys out. If you have topics that you want for the future to talk about, make them happen. Throw them in the comment section. You want to talk about something. If you've got a game that you want to see me play in the near future, put it in the comment section for you YouTube folks. Make sure you get it in there. Let me know. And that way, it makes our lives a lot easier to pick a game out and then have that during the show. Thank you once again to everybody who joined me. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. I am the Himmelgod, Brian Himmelfarb, a.k.a. the Himmelgod. Thank you guys for watching the episode. I will see you guys next time.